I told the host of the podcast that we'd furnish the room.
And why is that important?
Because this room has a terrace.
I'm still not seeing the significance.
I'll be right outside on the terrace talking you through the interview.
Oh, great. What could go wrong with that?
You're gonna be wearing an earpiece. Now, make sure the host sits in this chair with his back to me.
Why did I say yes to this?
Because you're a decent person who's helping my brother get surgery, and for that, I'm forever grateful. And so's Chet. Oh, yeah, take off your wedding ring.
Wait, what?
You're not Nathan West right now. You're Man Landers, and he is not married.
Since when?
Since guys will feel more comfortable confiding in a guy who's single.
Amy, come on. This is getting out of control.
Please just take off the ring.
Fine. But this goes back on the moment this interview is done.
Of course. This is gonna work, Nathan. And once it's all done, you'll never have to be Ask Man Landers again.
Spencer.
Welcome to Adam's Apple, the safe space for men. I'm with blogger and soon-to-be-published author, Ask Man Landers, whose book is dropping soon. So let's get to know a little bit about the man. What gave you the idea to start handing out advice to the rest of us clueless guys?
I've always been a man's man.
I've always been a man's man.
Someone other friends feel comfortable with. Friends.
Friends who didn't have girlfriends would ask me how to find one or keep one.
So I'm guessing you're in a relationship.
Well,
Or is it more than one? I have to assume you do pretty well with the ladies?
You know it. I've got more women than I can handle.
you know, look, I'm sorry, bro. I don't talk about my personal life.
Come on, your readers ask you all kinds of personal questions. You can't return the favor?
Not gonna happen.
If you don't tell us how well you do with women, how do we know you're qualified to give relationship advice? If we readers are going to take your advice, we should know why you're qualified to give it.
Well, I have a lot of friends who are women, and when they start talking about men, I try and listen.
So they give you the inside track?
Yeah. Well, especially one in particular. She really knows her stuff. Matter of fact, she could probably write this column on her own. I'm lucky to know her.
So, if you like Ask Man Landers, you really have her to thank.
Let's get to why we're really here, to take questions from all of my Adam's Apple listeners. Why don't we start with a question from Torn in Tallahassee. Dear Man Landers, I've just met my soulmate. She says she loves me, but she's taking a job thousands of miles away. I want to support her, but I have my job here too. So tell me, what should I do? So, Ask Man Landers, what advice would you give to Torn in Tallahassee on whether or not he should make a long-distance move for his girlfriend?
Nathan, listen. This isn't about you and Maxie, okay? Focus. Repeat after me. She loves her career. You love yours. Neither of you should expect the other to give it up.
Give that up.
But isn't love more important than work?
Well, why did Torn in Tallahassee fall in love with this woman to begin with?
Because she's got other interests and passions besides just...
It's just finding a man, or existing for one. I mean, if she didn't, then Torn in Tallahassee probably wouldn't have fallen in love with her to begin with. It is her independence, her ideas, her knowing her place in the world that makes her special. So my advice to Torn would be...
Give it time.
give it time. And while she's away, find ways to keep that spark alive. You know, it's going to take effort, but it'll be worth it. You know, and if it's meant to be, you'll figure it out. And if you do, then you'll have overcome one of the greatest tests of love.
Respecting each other's work, enduring the separation.
And most importantly, going the distance for each other.